everybody, this is Danny, and I'm gonna be reviewing a very good game. It's a game I've beaten twice already. Probably because I forgot to save state at the end a few times. Well, I'm about to review a game so good that I believe many people would love to get their hands on it. Anyways, Mega Man 2 is a great game. Although many of the parts pissed me off. So I know the song. I cannot defeat Airman. But how about this? I cannot defeat Airman's stage. The stage is the most impossible thing there could possibly be. There's no way to. There's hardly a way to get past those demon flying monkeys heads without taking damage. And what the hell is that? A sensor? Anyways. Yeah, so when you get to Airman, he's really easy to defeat. There's nothing really tough about him at all. Like, I beat him on my first try. Anyways, moving on to gameplay. The controls to Mega Man are very smooth. It's not difficult to control at all, and it's fun having to wait to get back. Cody, shut the fuck up. It's actually very fun waiting to get to the bosses, cause fighting the robots such as these, it's like fighting a bunch of different bosses. So Nintendo has pretty good ideas with this. Capcom?
Yes.
This is made by Capcom.
The creators of Street Fighter.
Holy shit!
No wonder why it's so actiony, right?
Hell yeah! And no, this is not being staged. I never knew it was created by Capcom. You should be the game reviewer. No, she did. No, don't bother on killing the pink KKKs. They die. They just fall through the floor.
Huh. Should I show?
Yeah, show. See?
But they still do damage.
Yeah, that's why you just shouldn't walk up to them, dumbass. So, oh, those guys, you will not believe the amount of damage that they do. They take away so damn much. You'll probably die from like 6 hits from them. We decided to skip some parts of it. After here, that little guy, I just couldn't stand him. You can't, your bullets cannot break his helmet, and I do not know how I can just defeat him. So my brother is trying something that I never thought of, but I could have done it. My first time playing, what I did was, that doesn't work. You gotta be kidding me. Anyways, every time he kept on knocking me off, and I had to start over a lot. So I developed like a little technique and got the most closest to the front edge as I can, and then he hit me once and I killed him, and that's what I did. Yeah, oh my god, how did you do that? Anyways, play. Oh, it's okay. So we're going to Bubble Man. I am speaking loud enough. So we're going to Bubble Man, and well, I think his weakness is Heat Man, because I remember in the emulator I kept on throwing. But oh yeah, these frogs, they can be annoying, but they can be pretty helpful. So don't kill them all. If they don't fall off the stage, the guy that spawns the frogs can't spawn any more frogs if there are frogs on the screen. And I do not know how Anthony's getting past this so easily, because it took me so dang long to get past those logs. At least I think they're logs. So yeah, these crab enemies kind of remind me of Dr. Eggman, Dr. Robotnik robots for some reason. I do not know why. Anyways. Yeah, they have some underwater parts which you can jump incredibly high, and it takes you a while to fall. And a pretty scary part was right there when and I usually like stay at a corner and shoot them, because eventually they give me an extra life and E-tanks and stuff like that. But I usually just do it when I need an HP. Now, You, Anthony, not from right there. Like, keep going, and I'll tell you.
There we go.
When I beat this, my first time playing, I found it kind of difficult because I played it on my phone, and my phone uses a touch screen. Anyways,
And he beat it on the touch screen.
yeah, I beat it on a touch screen. So yeah, some of the parts that's pretty difficult is when you get to with these teleporting platforms.
Which you could use item number 2 to easily get across.
Yeah, around there is I found pretty difficult. You could use item 2 to easily get across it, but I didn't have item 2 at the time. Right now it's a lot easier because yeah, because I what you know what, just jump and then god. Just jump and use item 2. You dick. Alright, so I think you should just use item 2 when you're there, and bam. That's an easy way of getting across it. Alright. Shit, an ant. Fucking ants. Oh, alright. Yeah, I like the music here. And well, I don't really know what to say about this stage other than it's a bunch of changing colors and ball busting enemies. If you've beaten Crash Man, just shoot it at that wall and it'll be destroyed. You don't have to go back or anything. At a certain part of the game, you will need Crash Man bullets. Oh, Woodman. I really did like Woodman stage, and I found them a lot harder to defeat than Airman. The gun I usually use for the getting past the stages, it was just a pea blaster. And when I saw those hanging things, I didn't expect what they were. I expected them to be bombs. They're not really. I like how they fly, but they're not really my favorite enemies. My favorite enemies, well, they were shown a few times, but let's just see them after my brother gets past this part. I do not. He just jinxed his own luck. Yeah. Yeah. So after we get past these dogs, I'll tell you. Ooh, free AP. Oh, sweet HP. Anyways, when we go up this ladder, we'll see what my favorite enemies that there are. You'll see. If you said, hold on, not that ladder. This ladder. If you said, hold on. No, wait. After that screen slide. Okay. If you said Donkey Kong, you guessed right. They just hang from there and then they just like boom. They just stare at you. Hold on. Alright, let's listen. Yo, give me some space, man. Alright, we're on quick, man. Now let's see what we got here. Oh, I guess I thought Quickman was gonna be the one that has the worst one. All right, you have all the items, right?
Yeah, but I'm not gonna get.
Oh, fine. Anyways, Quickman stage. Yo, that's my shit. Don't steal it. Fine. Anyways, Quickman stage. Anthony, switch to Flashman. Switch to Flashman immediately.
I don't need to.
Yes, you do. You're gonna need it at a very good point. Anyways, Flashman, you'll need Flashman around here. It'll help. It'll do some very good help. It'll help a lot when you're like at the parts when the Dragon Ball Z beams fly out of the walls. So so if you stop it, they don't come out at all. So you could just fall down the entire way and you'll be completely. No, don't kill him. Die. No, then we can't show the bosses.
I'm already recording.
Oh, you're recording? Alright, this is Metal Man. When his costume is a lot more different than you would expect, especially from looking at him. Yo, don't kill him too quick. You see, he throws these metal objects. You will expect to use them exactly the way he does.
I died too.
Holy shit!
Look at Mega Man.
Oh my god, he looks so damn surprised.
Louder, 'cause you're very
All right. Yeah, let me get a bite of that.
Just speak louder first.
All right.
It's recording.
Oh, it's recording. Oh. All right, this just in. I've been speaking way too low. Now, Crash Man, I found him very Holy shit!
What a week.
All I needed was Airman, and I beat an Airman the entire time. All right. So we've gotten over to what the Heatman stage, and his weakness is Bubble Man. So you hit him a few times, he dies pretty quick, and yeah, you gotta jump over that. You only have a little bit of HP left, and for his ammo, they're pretty easy to dodge, so there's no need to worry about that. Just dodge that and hit him one more time with Bubble Man. It takes like about 3 hits with Bubble Man. And then you beat him. He shoots out these little yeah, you already saw it. Anyways, moving on to the next boss. All right, so let's see. This boss here that we see is Woodman, and his weakness is Metal Man. Woodman can easily be defeated with Metal Man, but it does not get past his leaves. I do not know how Metal can break through strong ass wood, but it cannot break through his leaves. His leaves move incredibly fast, so they're very hard to dodge. I mean, yeah, look at his life. It's very low. Anyways, now that we've defeated this guy, I forgot to mention he throws leaves and leaves fall. Alright, so let's get to this boss. He's pretty easy actually. He doesn't jump high and he can be killed fast, but the problem is he freezes you and shoots. When you get his item, you'd think you'd be able to do the same, but it's terrible. You may be able to stop time, but you can't do what he can. After he could shoot, but when you stop time, you can't do shit. Anyways, let's move on to the next boss. Alright, now to the final boss. Well, not really the final boss, but the final man you need to defeat. No, we're gonna show them off. Anyways, we have the Quick Man. He jumps around and is pretty tough to defeat. His weakness is Crash Man, but it's kind of hard to get him caught with the Crash Man bomb. So I believe you would prefer to use the P Blaster. P Blaster. Anyways, it's pretty tough to get him caught in it. You just kind of like need to shoot it, and hopefully he gets caught in the explosion. Yes, he throws boomerangs, and the way you use it, it's a whole lot better than the way he uses it. I'm not gonna lie. His weakness may be Crash Man, but it's tough to get him in it. And well, he's quick and he jumps really high. So I guess that's all there is about Quick Man. And now moving on to some shit I hate about this game. Sorry about that. It's an interruption. Anyways, back to the gameplay. It's very smooth, and just like I said, it's fun to fool around with sometimes, but it gets bored pretty quickly. I would love to have Mega Man as a Brawl character for once. My first time playing, and this was like a few years ago. I think it was a year ago. My first time playing. That little fan bot thing. I actually thought it was Airman. I thought I got to the boss already. Yeah, I was pretty stupid back then. So yeah. When I killed it, I was like, "This is it. This is Airman." Anyways, I found out he was a lot more difficult. What I despise about this game is when Mega Man gets hit, he bounces back like an entire sprite of his, entire sprite size of his. So if you're near a cliff, if you get hit, you're pretty much screwed. So yeah, that really pisses me off. And about Airman stage, the thing I don't like about it is is that sometimes you just cannot dodge the tornadoes. Yeah. Anyway, moving on to the next boss. All right, so now let's get down to this boss. This boss, I believe the weakness for this boss is Heat Man, but Anthony thinks is Metal Man. I guess he was right. I used Heat Man against him. Anyways, he fires bubbles and swims across the stage. You would think your bubbles would fire as he does it, but believe me, they are terrible. So give credit to Anthony for playing the game through while I spoke, and shout out to the faggot Cody. Alright. This ain't supposed to be a hate video. I just love lowering his self-esteem. And please comment and tell me if I'm a good game reviewer or not. And tell me, what do you think of this game from a 1 if you were to rate it from a 1 through a 10, what would you give it? To me, I would give it, I would say about an 8. It's way too long, and the bosses are very over tough. Anyways, yeah, I already said shout out to Cody, and well, oh yeah, gaming free world, gaming field, yeah, and that's all for now. Enjoy the music. These are some pretty good items. Item 2 allows you to go on a rocket. Yes. Finally, that bird won't be able... Oh, crap. The bird's still slightly faster. And look, it's item 3. It's like a freaking elevator. Sweet. Exactly. It's basically a... Hey, the blue bacon is now gray. Who would have guessed? Let's show them the items I told them about, that are oh that do not work exactly how you expect them to. All right, enjoy the music. Go to a place where there's no enemies.